students. So today we'll be calculating or we'll be finding out the method of joint. This is the second problem. In the previous class or in the previous sessions we have already discussed the first part of the section. So first and foremost, first we need to calculate whether the section is in stable or unstable condition. So to calculate that, first we need to use the formula m is equal to 2j minus r. Now calculating m, so number is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So there are 9 members. Joints we need to calculate 1 2 3 4 5 6. So joints are 6. Reactions is equal to, so while calculating the reactions, so this is RA, this is RB. The reactions for pinned joint is 2. For a roller support it is 1. So total reaction is 3. So therefore 9 members, 2 into 6 minus 3 is equal to 9 is equal to 9. Hence the structure is stable and we can say that the structure is determinate structure. So first step we have calculated this. Second step we need to calculate the reactions. So now how we need to calculate the reactions? So as usual, summation of fx is equal to 0. Since there are no horizontal since there is no horizontal forces, so that we can calculate. So hb is equal to 0. So no reactions for hb. Calculating summation of fy is equal to 0. So vertical forces are ra plus rb, that should be equal to 20 plus 10. So therefore ra plus rb is equal to 30. Keep this as equation 1. So I will use a last equation, moment about a is equal to 0. So using moment about a is equal to 0, I'll catch the point a. So I'll take, sorry, this is not rb, this is rd. Now rd into distance is 3 plus 3 plus 3. So total it is 9 minus 10 into 6. This 10, the perpendicular distance is 6, minus 20 into 3. This 20, the perpendicular distance is 3 is equal to 0. So rd into 9 minus 60 is equal to 0. So rd is equal to 120 divided by 9. So that comes out to be 13.33 kilonewton. So R is equal to 30 minus 13.33 comes out to be 16.66 kilonewton. So I'll write there 16.66 kilonewton. Now we shall consider the joint A, which is having a reaction of 16.66 and a member is moving with inclined axis, the horizontal force. So there are 2 members with 1 reaction. So before that I need to calculate this force. So this, sorry, not a force, it's an angle. So we need to calculate an angle. So for this theta, opposite is BE and the adjacent is AE. So using tan theta is equal to opposite upon adjacent. So I can say, so tan opposite is 3 by 3, that is equal to, so this will be inverse, so it will be 45 degree. So theta is equal to 45 degree. So here you can see the joint A is considered, so it is AB, so it is AE. So therefore now reaction is 16.66. I need to calculate the force, the member AB and AE. So using again summation of Fx is equal to 0. So I'll use horizontal force. I'll resolve this force. So AB cos 45 plus AE is equal to 0. So I'll keep this equation as it is. Summation of Fy values is equal to 0. So vertical AB sine 45 degree plus 16.66 is equal to 0. So AB will be minus 16.66 divided by sine 45. It comes around B is equal to minus 23.5 kilo Newton. So this minus sign indicates the member is in compression. So AB is in compression. Substituting this value here. So therefore, substituting this force in first equation. So minus 23.5 cos 45 plus AE is equal to 0. So therefore AE is equal to 23.5 cos 45 AE is equal to 16.6 kilonewton, which is positive, and it is the tension. So now taking this figure, so we need to put the exact direction. So AB is under the compression. I'll write the compression here. So I'll show this compression on the opposite sides. With respect to this joint, this is compression. With respect to this joint, this is under the compression. So compression force is 23.5, and this is under tension. These are also under tension. So this is 16.66 force. Okay. Now we shall consider joint E. Now we shall consider the joint E. So I'll take summation of Fx is equal to 0. So one force is moving in the negative direction. I'll consider minus 16.66. So this I'll consider as a tension. So this is also moving in positive direction. EF force is equal to 0. So therefore EF is equal to 16.66 kilonewton. So that is under the tension. Now considering Fy is equal to 0. So since there are no vertical forces, so Fy, that is EB, is equal to 0. So changing this here, so this force is tension with respect to this point. This is also tension with respect to this point. So it is 16.66, and this number is 0 and is designated like this. Okay. Now we shall consider the joint B. Now considering the joint B, the vertical force is 20, the inclined force, and the one more is inclined force, that is BF. This is BC, which an angle of 45 degree. So here you can see the section. So this is 20, this is 20 inclined, okay, and vertical is 0, and this is also inclined force. One more is the horizontal force. There are two forces, BC and VF. So we can find two forces now. So using again summation of Fx is equal to 0. So Fx is 23.5 cos 45 plus BC plus BC plus PF cos 45 is equal to 0. Next is there are two unknowns. So what I'll do is BC plus BF cos 45 is equal to minus 23.5 cos 45. I'll keep this as question mark because still there are two unknowns. So now taking summation of Fy is equal to 0. So taking vertical forces away, so it will become 23.5 sine 45 minus 20 minus PF cos 45 is equal to 0. So therefore BF is equal to 23.5 sine 45 plus 20 divided by cos 45. So calculating the BF value 3.38 by cos 45. This comes out to be BF is equal to minus 4.714. This will be under compression. So substitute this BF value here. So BC minus 4.714 cos 45 is equal to minus 23.5 cos 45. This becomes 1 cos plus 4.714 cos 45. So BC comes out to be minus 13.33 kilonewton, which is under compression. So both the values I got the negative, as the direction what I have taken is wrong. So here when I need to mark the direction, so it will be taken up like this. So value for BC is 13.33 and for this is 4.714. Considering the joint F now, the summation of Fx is equal to 0. So considering Ft minus 16.66 plus 4.714 cos 45 degree is equal to 0. So Fd, the value comes out to be minus 13.32 is equal to 0. So Ft is equal to 13.32 kilonewton. Considering summation of Fy now, Fc minus 4.714 cos sine 45 is equal to 0. So Fc is equal to to be 3.33 kilonewton. So both are under tension. So therefore at this point this is the tension, this is also tension, this is tension, this is also tension. So Fc is 3.33 and this is 13.32. Considering the last joint, that is D, so therefore summation of Fy I will consider, because I made the vertical, 13.33 for plus BC cos sin 45 is equal to 0. So DC is equal to 13.33 divided by sin 45. DC is equal to 14.85 kilonewton. So, but here we will be getting the negative, hence this is under the compression. So therefore here you can write, so for this it's a compression, this is also compression, hence it is 10.85. So at last this figure has to be drawn, or instead that we need to create a table in such a way that the serial number has to be put, the members, the magnitude of the forces, and the nature of the forces. So at last we need to make a table, so we need to write all the numbers, their magnitudes, and the nature, whether it is compression or tension. So up to here we need to complete it. So this is the method of check. So in the next session guys, we will be doing the other method, that is the method of section. Thank you.